We have more Naruto Storm Connections online ranked fights for your enjoyment. This was pre-patch with my competitive 3-man team. We're fighting KG Rivers that has 27,000 BP. You know, he's a very good player. He was an absolute monster of a player. He was up there, and it's very difficult to get beyond, I would say, 22,000 BP. For some people, even 18 or 20,000. For many people, even 15. But I would say 22 is extremely difficult to get beyond that. So 27 is huge. So we're actually going to break down and analyze here. We're going into that Amaterasu there. Perfectly timed Amaterasu. Something you'll notice about this guy that is extremely skill-based and something that sets him apart is he actually has basically perfect Amaterasu timing. He doesn't spam the move from what I could see, but he actually gets me and predicts when I'm going to basically get trapped in it. So let's continue here with this Rasengan. And this is really interesting, right? So he's winning with health lead, and you can see there the kunai restand is in effect, but I don't really do much about it because I only have one substitution bar. So I'm going to kind of bring you into the mind of a top 500 player and what the games were like, because I think a lot of people didn't know how to play the game. A lot of people were confused about the game, and I want to just kind of break that down and show people what that was like. So Boro is one of the best characters in the game. He's actually playing a team that I would probably play. Did you see the switch? Did you see that switch? Both Jitsus got me. That's insane. I don't think anyone has ever done that to me. So there you go. Right off the bat, right? That's two big plays from him. Very patient with the Tamari. He just lands and that's it. But there I caught him moving with that slow Boro movement, but then Momoshiki gets me there with his Jitsu, and we're continuing on, and it's a very close game. I have a slight lead. As you can see, I caught him mashing the substitution bar, so he has really no choice here but to box, so he's trying to box. Momoshiki is not the best boxer or guy to throw hands in this game, although at a very high level he is, if you know exactly what you're doing. And as you can see, he switches perfectly like that. Back into the Chidori, and then back into the Pheasant Hunt. Did we see that right? Did you see these switches? This was insane, dude. If you watch this full speed, you're gonna miss half of this stuff. A lot of you will. In fact, I just watched it and I missed half of this stuff in full speed. So I wanted to know what I was thinking in this game. And what I was thinking at this point, of course, is it's a yellow bar, so it does have a little bit of lag. But we're trying our best here. You can see here I tried to mix it up. Guard, jail him there multiple times here with the kunai and then the Shikamaru Jitsu, and then force the grab so I can get my route going here and then tag into grab. I believe this was before they nerfed the grab. Let's see. Yeah, this is before they nerfed the grab. So this is like prime time Minato, and let's see what we do here, okay? Very nice. In the blink of an eye, I just cancel right before Sasuke's Amaterasu gets me, and we go for the ultimate Jitsu damage. See, I think a lot of the times with my Minato, right, in ranked Minato, while I was climbing to top 500 and through top 500, it was very difficult to see what I was doing when, and I never really explained it. I never broke it down. So hopefully, I'll be able to upload at least a few of these, or at least this one fight, and give you some idea of what I was doing. Here, this one time, I complained or mentioned that kunai would never happen. The kunai should have hit him. So what I'm experiencing, when he was experiencing at that moment, was very different. But I think most of the game is pretty good. I don't think it's very good for him right now. As you can see, I think I have leg advantage and he has leg disadvantage. But once the round ends, he'll go back to having a better connection or responsiveness. So if you don't know, that connection can fluctuate throughout the match, and that's a big reason why people use Shikamaru and Tamari, is they have high resistance to lag, and they basically work the same way in lag or out of lag. So it's a big reason why you see a lot of the same characters over and over again, is that, you know, they're not as prone to making mistakes, and they work better in leg spikes or these kind of situations. So I would say there in the last 10 seconds, like once he awakened, it does this thing where it's like rolling the dice. If you awaken or if I awaken, and I don't have control if you do a lot of the times, it will randomly give someone the leg advantage. you might lose it. Just because you awaken doesn't mean that you'll get advantage. If you awaken, you could get the disadvantage. So it's kind of a very weird way of re-rolling the dice as well on the connection. But as you can see, Chidori entry into stunning him there. And can we get advantage here? There we go. We comboed Tamari, breaking him down. We finally got her support to work after all this time. She finally did something, which is great. And here we're comboing. And a dash clash. Finally, we're matching dash clash pressure. Before this, it was all sorts of crazy things in terms of manipulating pressure and getting Jitsu advantage. And here you can see he gets me with the Jitsu. And then I went back into it, and he got me twice. There is a second Jitsu trap there for a lot of you that don't know. And apparently I didn't know. And he gets me with a third Jitsu on the ground to punish me. This guy is an absolute legend with Sasuke. You know, we're not friends or anything like that. I don't know him, but I have to respect how he plays with the Chidori and the Amaterasu. Most people don't use that complete set, and most people don't switch. And switching, I always thought, was the best, highest level of the game. Even in this game, even though it's limited compared to Storm 4. But I really, really like this player. And you know what? This guy is definitely one of the best players to ever play this game. He's definitely a top 100 player, in my opinion. You know, at least top 100, top 200, in my opinion. At least for when we were competing, right? Because it doesn't reset. There's a lot of people on the leaderboards that played, but they never played this version of the game after the first or second patch, right? There, again, he gets me with that. I can't even stress to you how difficult that would be to get me with like 5 Amaterasus in a game, approximately. Like, if you get me with 1 or 2, that's a big thing, you know? But he's got me with like 5. He's, you know, kind of like changing my bearings there, switching me around by switching. But here I'm going into the resets, and we decided to reset with the kunai restand against, I saw an opportunity against the wall. We dash stopped on the spot to continue the jail. That entire sequence was extremely skill-based, right? And I think especially the part where I continued and did the dash stop perfectly, and he kept guarding. Because eventually I had to do all that just to open him up here, and his subs will probably come back soon. And it's unfortunate that I grabbed there, and now I don't know if I can get him again. But just think about that. I had to do all that. And see, now his subs are coming back. So he did a really good job of holding out. Even though I got some damage off on him, he's still winning this round. He has health advantage by a lot. He's in the green bar. Luckily, we got out of that unconscious state, and we got him to grab. We caught him wanting that chakra. If you look, he has very little chakra. He was thirsty for the chakra. I made the read, and I made the grab, and he didn't move, and we made a very good grab read. But right here, the Chidori is hunting us down. And can we get out of this? I don't know. So there, that was pretty interesting. Like, I feel like maybe there he shouldn't have switched like that, but he's probably used to switching a lot. It worked a lot for him before, but there he just kind of, okay, maybe it did work, because it was kind of like that one first move didn't work, but he kind of lured me into a second or third move, and I went into that pheasant hunt. And as you can see, my health is in the red. And here we actually subbed without taking damage, which is good. And then here he's double jumping, getting out of the way, and avoiding Tamari effortlessly. So I kind of just wasted her there, unfortunately. Definitely, I would say it's probably not a perfect connection for both of us, either of us, but we're both trying our best here. And we have a pretty damn good, decent game. It's not perfect, but it's decent. And once again, I got hit there with the lava style blast, and he's going for another Amaterasu. The cheekiness of this guy, huh? But it's good. It's keeping me away, right? I'm forced to respect it. But he didn't realize that, you know, my end game here, or one of the aces up my sleeve at least, is to awaken. A lot of people just don't respect my Minato awakening, and I would say, like, I had about 80% success with it, maybe more. You know, like, it's always a threat. It changes the dynamic of the game. And we subbed twice here, but we got both his subs. Oh, I can't believe I did that and wasted all that chakra. Look at that, Rasengan. We wasted the chakra, but we faked him out. That actually works. So I kind of did the same thing back, is where I faked him out with the Rasengan, used all that chakra to use it and then cancel it and use more for canceling it. And then we did a reset and we buried the dagger and had the most epic, one of the most epic top 500 games ever. And this is what, real skill looks like with Minato and with Sasuke. Awesome game, dude.